Hello there friends and welcome. This is a guide for how to get the Spirit Calling Bell item that does let you cast all sorts of summoning spells, such as my 3 lone wolves here. These summons can make a huge difference in battle because at the very least, they will take the enemy's attention from you for some time, and still do decent amounts of damage. There's actually 2 ways of getting this spell as far as I know. An earlier way and the other somewhat later. So let's start with the earliest way, that you can also end up missing. Alright friends, so after you get your horse and the maiden, head back to the Church of Elle area, which is pretty close to the starter area, just head north from it. There will be a bonfire here, and this can go in 2 different ways. If it's your first time activating the Church of Elle bonfire, then simply activate it, then travel to any other grace, and return to the Elle bonfire, so long as it is nighttime. Otherwise, if you've already activated it before, simply go back to it and rest until it is nighttime. Remember, you can always use pastime.
This way, Tarnished.
And there we go.
May I have a word?
The witch NPC will spawn.
Pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished.
Choose I can call the Spectral Street.
Ah, as I had hoped, I was...
And she'll give you the Spirit Calling Bell, which is the item we first need to get our summons going. Also the Lone Wolf Ashes, our very first summon. Now the problem is, if you don't do this in the required time, Retta the Witch will not spawn anymore, at least not in this area, but there is still another way of getting your Spirit Calling Bell, which is what I'm going to show you now. After you attempt to fight Margit the Fell One at least once, rest in the nearby bonfire and the maiden will lead you towards Roundhold. And I believe there's also other ways of unlocking this, such as resting at the Liurnia area. Anyways, once you are finally inside Roundtable Hold, simply head right here, move past the NPC, keep going right ahead, and there we are. The Twin Husks merchants. If you didn't get your Spirit Calling Bell from the Witch Retta, simply get it from these merchants instead. But you'll have to buy it, of course, instead of getting it for free. Now let's talk about how to actually cast and where you can use your summon abilities, because they are limited in a way. Now notice the little gate icon to the left of our screen. This signalizes an area where you can actually use your summon spells. So we can now use the Summon Lone Wolves, which will fight for us. Notice that if there is no little gate icon, we cannot use our summon abilities. Now that the gate icon is back again, we can summon them just fine. And they do cost FP. From my experience, they also don't last forever between resting, and you also cannot use them in multiplayer, as far as I'm aware. So whenever you invade a world or you're helping someone in a battle. Alright, so this was it for my summoning guide, everyone. I do hope this was useful to you, and if you found it nice, then please remember to like and subscribe to help support the channel. I'll be sure to eventually post a guide with all of the summon spells you can actually find in the game, as I'm still going through it. Thank you for watching and see you next time, friends.